Welcome to Inspiring Narratives, your favorite channel for uplifting stories, renewed hope, and cultivating a deep connection with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Discover with me how turning to Allah can lead you to amazing changes in your life. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. We are back with another uplifting story that will, by the grace of Allah, strengthen your faith and renew your hope, inshallah. Let's start by sending peace and blessings on our beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Say it with me. Allahumma salli wa sallim wa barik ala Sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Get yourself your favorite drink, get comfortable, and let's get started with our story. This story is distinguished because it is connected to exceptional circumstances affecting our family in Sudan. May Allah relieve their distress, mend their broken hearts, and unite them in truth and goodness. Ameen ya Rabbil Alameen. This sister shares a story that gives us an undeniable, certain indication that Allah is capable of everything, and when He wills something, no one can prevent His decree, and His judgment is final. Glory be to Him. This blessed sister says, I was working in a prestigious institution and my husband worked in another region. After the war, my husband and we faced difficult circumstances. After the war, we went through tough times, my husband and as a result of the war in our country. We had to leave the country and go to the region where my husband worked. We left our area and went where my husband was employed. She said, for several months, I did not receive any salary. My husband was working, and at the end of the month, his contract was going to end. We didn't know where to go or what would happen to us and how I would enroll my children in schools. Life had become like the eye of a needle, she writes. Even though I never stopped doing tasbih and istighfar, I did not have the certainty I have now. Then one day I was sitting and searching the internet, and my eyes came across a video of yours discussing the experiences of people who had relief from their trials. You were saying, why don't you be the owner of the next story? So I listened to the clip, and it was a Friday. Notice now the blessings of Friday combined with certainty. It was Friday, close to the time of Asr. I sat and repeated these 4 azkar, the Tawheed, which is La ilaha illallah wahdahu la sharika lah, lahul mulk wa lahul hamd wa huwa ala kulli shay'in qadir. And istighfar in the form of Rabbi ighfirli wa tub alayya innaka anta at-tawwab ar-rahim, and La hawla wa la quwwata illa billah, and the Salat al-Ibrahimiyya. I sat during the last hour of Friday repeating the adhkar and making lots of dua. I prayed for my home to be kept safe from theft, as many houses around were being looted. I also prayed that the institution would give me my unpaid salaries, and that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala would provide my husband with a new job before his contract expired, a job that would be better and in a better place. If someone saw her making these du'as, what would they most probably be thinking? They would think she was crazy. Sudan in a state of war, political turmoil, so much going on. How is it she's asking for these requests? These requests don't even happen in times of national peace, let alone during such circumstances. May Allah relieve their distress. But not with this sister. She had complete faith in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So she asked for her house to be protected from being looted. She also asked for her unpaid salaries to be returned and for Allah to grant her husband an excellent job in a better place before his contract ended, because they had already informed him that his job would end at the end of the month. She said, I was committed to the mentioned adhkar and dua, and sometimes I performed qiyam al-layl. Even while doing housework, I was engaged in dhikr. I found myself repeating them at any moment. Suddenly, on Wednesday morning, my husband came to give me the good news that my salaries had been deposited into my account. My salaries were finally credited. Before this news about my salaries, I was also told that my house had remained safe from looting. Although all the houses around it were looted, my house was preserved by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Alhamdulillah. I prayed dhuhr and thanked Allah and spoke to Him. Now look at the hope she had in what Allah could do. Oh Allah, you have granted me 2 wishes. My salaries were credited and my house was preserved. I ask you, oh Allah, please grant my husband's job wish too. When I got up from my prayer mat, I heard a notification sound from my phone. It was a message from my husband telling me that he had just been accepted into a new job that was better, in a better place with a higher salary. Allahu Akbar. I prostrated to Allah, thanked Him and cried because I did not expect my prayers to be answered so fast. But this time I had prayed with certainty, unlike before. All praise is due to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now she says, I love this dhikr and I will not stop, inshallah. Even my prayers, which I used to rush through, have become more deliberate and focused. Who did all this but Allah? Who made this possible but Allah? Understand that under normal circumstances, such things do not happen with this speed. So how about in time of war and exceptional conditions? We have not truly known or appreciated Allah as He deserves. Why do you not hold Allah in great esteem when He created you in stages? Allah, the Creator, the Provider, do you doubt your Lord? Would you think ill of your Lord? May you be the owner of the next story. Ameen ya Rabbil Alameen, inshallah. This brings us to the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed this story. I'd love to hear your thoughts, so do leave a comment below. I'll see you in the next video. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.